Hi guys, this is Ben from 561 Music. We have a new single out. It's called Deader Than Dead from our new band Nina's Yard Party. It's the second single we've released and it's available here on the 561 Music YouTube channel or on all streaming services. Go and check it out. We spent a lot of time working on the video and it came out really great, I think.
Music free ya, don't allow propaganda to teach ya. So many lifestyles allow me to show ya. It's hard that's living in the world of the dead, yeah. Shots ring out, dead, dead, dead.
Justin, was there bleach in that bottle?
Take a better scene, it's what we're doing. Come and check it out, it's what we're all about. 561 Music!
Alright, ready?
Sure.
That's the intro. Welcome to 561 Music. I'm Hector.
And I'm not Ben.
You're not Ben.
Nope.
Ben
I'm so sorry.
has decided that he wants to rest his voice, rightfully so, because Saturday, Killbillies is playing Wembley Stadium. Oh, no. Hang on.
Wow.
No.
Just as exciting, though.
Sunfest. So, yeah, man, this is pretty exciting stuff.
It is.
I mean, this is, I was born and raised here, and I've been here for 106 years at least, and Sunfest is turning 40 this year. So, I mean,
and so are you.
This is, yeah, right. But thank you.
I'm turning 40 this year. May 11th, I'm 40. Me and Sunfest are the same age by like a month off, not even.
By days.
By like a couple of weeks.
No.
Holy crap.
May 11th, and it's May
3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Yeah.
Well, what is it usually?
Week.
Yeah, it's usually first.
Same,
May
yeah.
4th. Oh my God.
You and Sunfest.
I didn't realize that.
Oh man, you're a Sunfest baby. That's weird.
A little bit.
Well, anyways, we as in Killbillies, because I have to clarify since
not me.
Since Ben and I are in like 11 bands combined between the two of us, I have to clarify it is Killbillies that's playing Sunfest. So Sunfest, man, this is gonna be awesome. This Saturday, May 4th, we are on the Ford stage.
That's right on top of it. It's May the 4th.
Yes,
dude, this is like your dream come true.
I know. I said to Ben, I said the only way that this could get any better is because of the stand-up bass being so tall and me being so tall, they always have me stand in the middle and then they flank me on either side on the stage, right? And I said the only way this could possibly get any better is if they let me dress up as Darth Vader and they dressed up as stormtroopers, but they said no.
Oh,
that's sad.
You should just do it anyway.
I think we should do it anyways. I think it would be epic with my black bass all dressed as Darth Vader with a big cape and everything.
Yeah, it's one of those things you just ask forgiveness later.
Hell yeah, man.
Just do it anyway.
I think I should just walk in the Vader suit and like playing the theme song, dun, 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 like I just have it playing in the background.
I think that's great. You should do it.
The plank will come down like on the stage, and then I'll just walk out there.
I like it. I think it's a great idea.
Oh man, yeah, this is gonna be awesome, man. We're playing 1:45 to 2:30. So we are the first band of the day on the Ford stage, but we are the second band of the day as a whole. I believe the Lubin brothers are going to be playing, opening the festival on Saturday, opening the day anyways, at the Ideal Nutrition stage, which is the Meyer Amphitheater.
Right.
And then we're on the Ford stage, so...
The main stage, right?
I mean, you could say they're both main stages, but ours is more main.
No, let's say yours is the main one.
Ours is more main.
Yeah.
It's the main stage. Yeah. Yeah, dude, very exciting stuff. I just been, we were just talking before the show, like it's just been something in the back of my head for the last 3 months or how long we've known about it, that it's like, hey, we're gonna play Sunfest, we're practicing towards it, we've worked out our set, we've been practicing the hell out of our set, putting it into every performance literally for the last 2 months. And so it's been something that's been building, but it's kind of been in the back of my mind. And today I was sitting on my computer and something came across and something popped up, and it was somebody posting something about Sunfest or whatever. I don't know if it was Ben or if it was Danielle, but somebody posted something about Sunfest. And it just like a wave came over me, and it just hit me all of a sudden. And I went, oh, we're playing Sunfest this Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snuck up on you.
Yeah, man. I got like crazy anxiety all of a sudden, but in a good way. in a good way, you know, exciting like nerves and stuff like that. So yeah, I still don't know what epic thing I'm going to do. I mean, maybe I'll set my bass on fire. Maybe I'll smash it on the stage. I don't know. Probably not going to do either one of those. But
I was going to say.
maybe I'll set my bass on fire and smash it on the stage.
All right, Hendrix, be careful now. So you guys are in good company too, because there's some local acts that are playing that are very, very cool. I know Sally's on there, right? She's on the list.
Sally's playing.
Do you know when and what stage she's playing?
I have the schedule right here in front of me, and Sally is playing on Friday, and she is playing the Ideal Nutrition stage, which is the, as we said before, the Meyer Amphitheater.
Right.
Yeah. So she'll be playing that one. Quiet Riot, they're a local band, right? And Billy Idol too? No,
for sure. Although Billy Idol has played this enough to where he's pretty much a local for Sunfest. He's been there a few times.
That's actually pretty true. But no, there's actually some fun. There's actually some really fun people playing the day we're playing on Saturday. Literally right after us on the Forge stage is the Aces, and I don't know if you know of the Aces or if you heard of them. It's a female fronted band, and pop punk maybe. Kind of indie punk, but just fun. Like I love everything about these guys. You know, they're really fun, and the Revivalists.
I know them.
Yeah, they're really cool too. I like them a lot. And there's a few other, the Lubin brothers actually that are opening the other stage. Those guys are really good, and they also play very very folky kind of music like we do.
Yep.
El King, of course, is pretty amazing. And then I believe that was it Young Gravy and Cole Swindell. Not 100% sure how to pronounce his last name.
I don't know that one.
But pretty cool. Cole is a pretty big country artist.
Cool.
Yeah, so that'll be fun, and that's on Saturday. But yeah, man, I'm really excited about this. We're gonna do that on Saturday. Friday, Killbillies is playing at Maxie's lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Friday at Maxie's lineup. And then Sunday, Nina's Yard Party is playing a dog benefit of some sort at the Peach.
Nice.
The Peach, art collective. So that'll be fun as well.
Very cool.
And yeah, man. So like I said, I've been here my whole life, and so I've come and gone to Sunfest a million times, as have you in the years that you've lived here. And now you were lucky enough that your wife worked at a radio station, and so you got some privileges that the rest of us didn't. So you ended up going backstage quite a bit and meeting a lot of artists,
a lot of good ones.
Past Sunfest guests and stuff. So let's talk about that, man.
Sure. I'd say the most memorable one for me was just like, it was insane because I got to meet Alice in Chains. And
cool.
That to me was just like unbelievable. I can't believe this is happening. Oh my God. And when I was walking up to him, I felt like a little kid. So I'm walking up and I'm like, their heads look really big. And I noticed that. I'm like, why are their heads so big? And I'm thinking like, it's because you feel so small in the moment and everything. And then later on I went back and looked at, but they do have big heads.
They do have big
all
heads.
All of them. I don't know what it is, but they all kind of have big heads.
Maybe it wasn't really them and it was like
weird.
duplicates of some sort. I don't know.
It's kind of weird though, but I was like, hey, they do have big heads. But that was, that's neither here nor there. That's
the most memorable because you were a big fan of theirs?
One, because I was a big fan, and Jerry gave me a pick, which I was like, oh, that's awesome. But I already have one because he had thrown one out and I caught it when I was in the audience.
That's
then
really
so
cool.
Now I have two. And so like that was really fun to just become like, oh, I already have one, bro. Like I got that. And then immediately after somebody came along and they're like, hey, do you want to meet Blues Traveler? And I was just like, yeah, okay. And they're like pushing me and okay. And so we just go and like,
oh my God,
just lickety split. Just, all right, here you go. And then I'm like shoved against the guy. I'm like, oh, okay, well, we're doing this now. Where's your harmonica? Okay, let's go. And then we take a picture and then I'm out. And it was just like, wow, that just happened. Like what an extra, what a bonus to get Blues Traveler on top of Alice in Chains within like 5 minutes of each other.
What was the craziest meet and greet you did? Like was there
Blink-182?
Okay, yeah,
by far. Because
I never realized you met them. I'm like,
I did.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite bands, dude. I didn't realize that. That's awesome.
That was really cool. So the crazy thing on that one was I was at work and I was trying to get out of work fast enough to get there. There's crazy traffic and everything, and my wife calls me up and she's like, they are about to start doing the meet and greets. Like, you're gonna miss it if you don't get your ass down here quick. And so I'm like a good 20 minutes away. I turn it into 10 and I just fly.
Wow.
And so I pull up, I go to a parking lot. I don't even pay or anything. I just get the hell out of my car and I just start booking it. And so I barely made it. Like I look all sweaty right now because our AC is broken, but then I looked like a sweaty mess. And I took a picture with them and you can kind of see it in the picture that I'm a little disheveled. But like coming right into it, like I got this look on my face, like I made it. I made it. That's right.
So no Tom DeLonge in this.
No, lineup. It was with that other guy,
Matt Skiba.
Yeah. Ravi Shankar. That's who it was.
No.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm just messing around.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the other guy, he was cool. He was
Yeah.
cool. But it wasn't the same. I'm not gonna lie. And then Ben would probably hate me, but I met Dropkick Murphys, and that was really fun.
Now, that wasn't last year.
No, this was a few years back. Last time they were here.
So last year we submitted for Sunfest, and for those that don't know, the national acts, obviously they have representation. Sunfest makes a decision, I'm sure it has, the algorithm of Sunfest, I'm sure, decides based on popularity, price, attainability, all that kind of stuff, schedules, etc. But that's for the national acts. So for the local acts, everybody and their mother submits. And when I say everybody and their mother submits, I believe this year they said they had something ridiculous, like 700 submissions or something, 800 submissions.
Yep. I don't doubt it.
Yeah. So, and then they pick, I think last year it was like 6 bands or 8 bands, and this year it was like 10 bands or something. So it's not a lot of the local acts.
And when it hit, when they sent out the thing saying, hey, we're taking submissions, I waited until like the second where they were like, and now we're taking them. And I hit up every single good friend of mine. I hit up your kids band. I hit up you guys.
We were out in LA.
Shake. I hit up everybody.
We were out in LA at the time because Gavin's band, Young Fiction, was playing the Viper Room and the Whiskey.
Which is awesome.
Which is a whole nother podcast story. We were out there for that, and I was sitting in the Airbnb, and you sent me a text, and you said, Sunfest, the applications are open, it's official. And what was really funny is the text popped up on my phone, which was sitting next to my laptop, because I was halfway through the application process. I was like, on it, bro, on it.
Yep. I want to just make absolutely sure.
But it's
you guys,
funny.
like of all the bands that I know, you guys stood the best chance.
I just feel like, I've only been in Killbillies for about just shy of 4 years now.
Right.
But I do feel like Killbillies has one of the bigger presence around this area.
Yeah. You guys have built a hell of a reputation.
Whether it's whether it's the music, whether it's our social media presence, whatever it is, but I feel like we've done a good job of building this presence. So last year they sent out, we submitted, and last year they sent out emails, and I hadn't heard anything by the deadline date of when they were going to send out the emails. I hadn't heard yay or nay, and they said that whether you got it or not, you were going to get an email.
Yeah.
So I reached out to them, and they said last year, those that are definite no's already got the no.
Yep.
And those that are still under consideration because they're a good match for a genre or et cetera of a national act haven't gotten an email yet. So we had not gotten an email at that point. And so I got a little excited because Dropkick Murphys was playing last year. And I'm like, of all the bands down here, surely Killbillies will overcome Dropkick Murphys, And it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Nope.
Not sure what happened there, why we weren't a good match, but it didn't happen. But thankfully, Sunfest picked us this year.
Yeah.
And man,
they finally did it. They finally did the right thing. Good job, Sunfest. You did it. Well done. Now there's a few more next year.
Yeah.
Some really good local talent here that we got to make sure and take care of, because Sunfest is great and all, and I love having a lot of really good national acts coming through. But one of the coolest things about it is that you get these great local bands a shot to open for those national acts that they probably wouldn't normally get those kinds of opportunities just because that's just not normal. So it's good job on you, Sunfest, for making it right and doing this. This is such a cool thing.
And the cool thing is, I've been corresponding back and forth with Sunfest, asking every question under the sun, because that's who I am, about our merch and where we can put it, and how can we bring it, and et cetera, and do we have to bring a merch person, and the set, what's the backline situation, what's the load-in times, I'm asking every question that I could possibly think of to ask. But I've actually, because of that, I've been corresponding a lot with them, and the really neat thing is you know, and I know this sounds silly, and I sound like a 15-year-old kid saying it, but like at one point Sunfest was like, oh, we can't answer that, we don't have those answers for you, let me turn you on to the AEG representative that's your artist liaison or whatever. And I was like, oh, we have a AEG artist liaison, I like this. So
did you send him your writer and tell him that you need green M&Ms and all that stuff?
I did not.
Oasis Root Kava Bar is in Sea Grape Square on Indiantown Rd, and it is a kava bar. If you don't know anything about kava, it's a Polynesian root that you grind up and you mix with water. And it has been in Polynesia for potentially thousands of years. It's an old thing that they used for kind of ceremonial and also sort of leisure purposes. It's meant to be something where, that brings people together. You all take a shell of kava and chink them together and say bula and have it together like that. It's meant to be something to bring people together. It's has a kind of an effect, which is, I guess, a kind of a slightly warming effect. It just kind of makes you feel nice. It's not particularly intoxicating. It's not like drinking alcohol. So the atmosphere in a kava bar is sort of like a cross between a regular bar and a coffee house. It's pretty chill in there. You get all sorts of different types of kava bars. Some of them are more like a club, there's sort of like blacklight and EDM playing. And some of them are more like a cafe. This is one of the cafe type of ones. It's super chill in there. If you're looking for somewhere to, I don't know, maybe go and do some work on your laptop or go and have a chat with friends, it's perfect for that kind of thing. There's a foosball table in there if that's your jam, or baby-foot as they call it in France. And yeah, Jim, the owner, is a really cool guy, and he has very kindly sponsored our podcast. So thank you very, very much for that, Jim. They also do a poker night in there, all sorts of things going on at Oasis Root Kava Bar. 561 Music is sponsored by Live Music Community. It's where we film the podcast that you're listening to right now, and it's also where I work. Gavin, Hector's son, was a student here for a long time, and in many ways he's the musician he is today because of the teachers at Live Music Community. We taught him not only about his instrument, but also about being in a band, and his band, Unemployed Youth, accomplished a lot of goals, mostly band etiquette, how to work together, and all of the nitty-gritty that goes into being in a band on a day-to-day basis. The student signs up for lessons, learns their instrument, joins a real band, and decides the direction it goes in. And we can take people from very young age, 6 or 7 years old, all the way up to 80. There's no age limit here. We run an adult program for people who want to be in a band as adults, but really the main focus is on the kids and getting them playing together and in bands. We are also a studio, a live stream venue. We can record audio or video. The Killbillies live album, Warts and All, was recorded here. It was recorded during a live stream that we did during COVID. Justin had a great idea to record live streams during COVID. A ton of bands came in, and it was a real success. Outside of that, we can record albums, we can help you with your EPK, and we have full audio-visual capabilities here. LMC is in Palm Beach Gardens on the northwest corner of Military Trail and North Lake Boulevard. And if you go to livemusiccommunity.com, you have all the information you'll need right there.
And yeah, man, we get to do 45 minutes. So I think we're doing maybe one cover song, and the rest is all our originals. So,
are you doing Invitation?
We are doing Invocation.
Yes.
That's smack dab right in the middle of the set. We should open with it, but it's smack dab right in the middle of the set.
Honesty?
We are doing Honesty.
I'm just going to ask every single song. I know a couple you aren't doing. So.
I can't give the whole set away.
Yeah.
Oh, we are playing a new song, though.
I heard.
Yeah. So we're in process of, very shortly, we're going to start recording that song. And we've played it a few times out just to test it out on crowds, and it seems to go over well. So we're gonna kind of pull the veil back and really just play it at Sunfest,
To people who don't know, I'm not going to give away the song or anything, but pay special close attention to the lyrics towards the end.
Yeah.
There's some really, really good little fun things in there that, I think you'll like.
I will say the song is called No Regrets.
Oh. Well, now you just gave it away.
Everything. and it has to do with tattoos.
Yeah.
So just listen to it. It's a good tune. I really enjoy playing that one. It's we sat down one day. We were talking about moving forward for the next album, and we said, let's just put out an album that's just all bangers.
Yep.
And so I started writing some stuff and sending it to the guys, and they were like, okay, I like this, I don't like that, or whatever. And then when we went on tour back in October, we had like one full day of just nothing to do. So we sat in the Airbnb, took my ideas, took Ben's ideas that he had, took some other stuff that James had and the solos and all that stuff that he was writing for these. And like, it was awesome because no matter who the idea came from, the three of us pulled it apart and put it back together as a unit, as a band. And so at this point, they're all our songs, which I love.
I hope to do that with Euphobia stuff next time.
And it's just
it's a good feeling.
Yeah, it's a really good feeling. It's a really good feeling. And I've been a part of the writing process before, but not as much as these 4 songs. And so again, we have 4 of them, but one of them is getting played at Sunfest. The other 3 we're still working on some details and stuff on them, but
nice.
Yeah, it should be good, man.
I'm excited.
This is going to be good stuff, man. I can't say that it's the absolute biggest stage I've ever played in my life, but it's the absolute biggest stage I've ever played in my life. So
and it probably is like, obviously we all know now that how special it is for you and like what a big deal it is. Like it doesn't matter stage size at this point. I think it's just simply the recognition. Like 8 people could show up and you'll probably still feel pretty good.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think it's a big deal and it's special for Ben as well as James as well.
Well, James grew up here for this for like a decade.
James grew up here and Ben's been fighting for this for a decade. That being said, as far as Ben, with Sonic Boom 6, Ben has played some pretty big stages to some pretty big crowds,
festivals and
and stuff like that.
This isn't new to Ben.
No. So where he probably is excited about the venue and the festival itself and being able to say that he's played Sunfest now and stuff like that. For me, it's a real personal thing. Like, I grew up here. Most of my friends, grew up here. And so when I post, hey guys, this is pretty cool. My band is going to play Sunfest. The amount of people that commented on and everything, people I went to high school with, stuff like that, that are just like, bro, that's so cool. So yeah, for me, it's a cool thing, man. For me, it's a cool thing.
I'm proud, man. I think it's really cool. We've been friends for a long time, and like this is one of those things where I know what this means to you.
Yeah, and this year, this was going to be a Sunfest episode, but it's kind of turning into a Killbillies episode, or it's actually turning into an all bands.
This is a me episode.
It's an all bands Hector episode. The really cool thing about this year is, and Ben made a post about it the other day as well. This year's really turning out to be a really good year musically.
Yeah.
I am, as you know, I have like crazy anxiety. I've said it before.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes I get in my own head about certain things, and woe is me or whatever. But like, lately, I have said the phrase "I love my life" more times than I can count. And it's all the music stuff. With Killbillies, we're playing Sunfest. We're writing new music, and we're all a part of it together. Excuse me. We're going in June. We're going out to the Midwest, and like ballers, we're driving out. We're playing a few venues. We're leaving the car there, flying back.
Yep, I know.
Then we're flying. Then we're flying back again.
Yep, picking up the gear
and playing some more shows. So it feels like a real tour now because you're getting on an airplane and everything.
Oh yeah, and I hate you guys for it. I'll tell you.
Yeah, and then October we've got England that we're setting up, which is going to be amazing. Switching gears over to Nina's Yard Party, the ska project I'm in with Ben. We just played a show with Sonic Boom 6 in Brooklyn, which was crazy cool. We literally flew in, played the show, went to the airport, and flew home. But that was really cool. I've never never done anything like that before. I've flown to shows before, but I've never flown like in and out like that and played with a national act or an international act. You know?
That's real stuff.
Yeah, so that was really cool. It was really cool. And then with Euphobia, like you and I are in the studio, you know, religiously every week now for the last few weeks, trying to get all the backing vocals and the other,
we'll be in tomorrow.
And getting the percussions and stuff in there at some point here. And so, you know, hopefully if the ball keeps rolling this way, we might see some Euphobia stuff coming out maybe end of summer or something.
I hope so. Yeah,
that would be a good.
It's coming along. It's sounding pretty good. I think Act 1 will probably be out end of summer if everything goes well. Yeah. And the album, for those of you that don't know or haven't heard Euphobia, shame on you, first of all, that you haven't heard Euphobia. Yeah, and I totally get it.
but the album has 3 acts, and they will be released as acts. Each one has 3 to 4 songs in it, and so EPs, if you will, but they're acts because it is a concept album and it does tell a story. So, so that'll be really cool. And then and Euphobia is actually playing the Shake and Bake this year too. So
we get to make our Respectables debut, which will be fun.
Yeah, that'll be really fun.
And that same show, I'm going to be playing with Algorithms for the very first time. I'll be playing trumpet, shaking and playing trumpet. It's not going to work well, but I'm going to do it anyway. Then 2 of my kid bands are playing it as well. So that'll be an awesome day. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's been a cool year, man. It's been a real cool year. I've been doing I kind of put the chalk stuff on the back burner for a while on the chalk festivals because of Killbillies, because I've been so busy. But the way I solved that problem is I've now roped them into doing the chalks with me. So last October we went on tour and we drove through Marietta, Georgia, and I did a chalk festival and they assisted me. I brought James out to do a chalk piece with me in Lake Worth this year.
Nice. That was cool.
And both legs of the Midwest tour when we're going out to I call it the Midwest. It's Minneapolis. I don't know if that's Midwest or not.
Close enough.
But both legs of that tour are coming up here in June in a few weeks. Both of those legs are centered around chalk festivals. So we're playing like the main stage at the festival, but then Saturday and Sunday, both weekends, we're all chalking together.
That's awesome.
Doing a piece, yeah. So that's
awesome.
So that'll be cool. And I got a couple of murals coming up this year too. So man, art and music lately has been a good thing. It's been a good year. It's been a good year. So yeah, man. So that's all things Hector. That's what this episode has become. All things Hector.
And you know what? It's a great episode. We need more Hector episodes. Ben doesn't need to do this anymore, really. I mean, we've all heard all of his stories. We get it. Right. Now let's talk about Hector for a bit.
I was talking at a AAYC venue down in Delray. I was at one of their brunch yacht club. Yeah. Atlantic Avenue Yacht Club, and we with Ricky. Ricky's been putting on some shows there and stuff. These brunches on certain Sundays, and they're different themed ones, and so. Just ran into Kenny Prather there. And for those of you that don't know Kenny, he's Kenny's Calendar online.
Yeah.
And he's super supportive of the local scene. He's always at all, like every show you see him. And I don't care. And you can go to 5 shows in one day and you'll see him at every one of them. And you have to wonder if he's cloned himself. Like he's everywhere.
Yeah, he really is.
But I was talking to him about it, and we had just done the Punk Rock Saves Lives episode.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I was all about that. And so I talked a lot and asked a lot of questions. And Kenny said to me, it was like refreshing to see me not just, yeah, like, it was nice to see me like have a full conversation and everything. So Kenny, this episode's for you. It's all me, baby. So yeah, man. So that's it in a nutshell. We're playing. Cool. Killbillies is playing Friday. Maxie's lineup in Jupiter. Yep. And then Saturday, of course, we're doing Sunfest. Nina's Yard Party, Sunday at 7 at the Peach. It's for a benefit for dogs. And Euphobia at the Shake and Bake. That's not till June 15th.
Yep. Yeah. At Respectables.
Yep. Yeah. But, new music from Killbillies coming, new music from Euphobia coming, more new music from Nina's Yard Party coming.
A lot of new music.
A lot of new music.
And Algorithms putting out music as well. So,
yeah. I'm excited.
Which is also Ben. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think between you, me, Ben, and James, I counted like 7 bands the other day or something.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We could go on tour with ourselves.
We could.
It would be great.
Ben would lose his mind because he'd have to sing like 3 times. But
yeah, but we could work it out.
But it'd be fun.
We could work it out.
It'd be fun.
I could guess for him a little bit here and there.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So that's it.
Dude, I just got to say, we've been friends for a really long time. We've been in lots of bands together, and have done a lot of cool projects together. I am so thrilled, proud, happy, excited, like every positive emotion that I have right now for you. I just can't express enough.
I appreciate
because
it
is just it's really nice to see. You are one of the greatest people that I know, and I mean that like absolutely sincerely. I know I don't normally talk like this,
No,
but
blushing.
like, it's 100% true. It's 100% true, and I feel like you deserve this. You've had a rough couple years,
Yeah,
and you
man.
deserve something really good. And this year's it. This is Hector's
man.
year.
Yeah, I hope so.
Awesome.
Now, when we're done with this podcast, I'm going to walk outside and get hit by a bus, and then it'll be all like, well, that just screwed up my whole year.
If I happen to hit you with the bus, I'm sorry, but yeah.
So you drive a bus now?
Well, I might for that one thing. Yeah. Okay. Let's end on a positive note, though. This is good stuff.
Yeah, it is good stuff.
We're gonna
man.
cut that last bit.
Yeah, I don't think so. We'll leave it
All right. Anything else to close on?
No. I think that's it, man. That's what's going on this weekend. If you're not at any one of those shows, then shame on you.
Yeah.
Next week, Ben will be solo on the podcast unless he gets somebody to help him, because I will be in Hawaii.
Oh yeah. Hector is going to Hawaii with his wife. That's why he's not going to be here for my birthday.
Yeah, because I'm going to Hawaii. Mm-hmm. So lame.
Yeah, shows where your priorities are, man.
Right? Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I have passed up on 2 Hawaii trips over the years, always bitching and complaining, it's too expensive, I can't take the time off, I can't get away. And this year, Kelly decided that our New Year's resolution is we are going to take a trip every month.
Which is an awesome resolution.
Yeah. So far,
revolution. It's an awesome resolution.
So far this year, we've done LA. We did a cruise to, I don't even know. It was Cozumel and Belize. We did, when we went with Nina's Yard Party, my wife went with us. So we went to New York. And then I missed one a month, but she took a solo trip and just kind of did like a head clearing trip kind of thing, just a solo trip by herself to some little town up north, and then this month we're going to Hawaii. Next month, she's going to fly in and meet us at one of those chalk festivals and hang out with us there. So then that'll be another trip for us. And yeah, we're just kind of working it. And when we go to England for the band, I'm going to go about 8 days prior and bring her, and we're going to do that and stuff.
Very cool.
Before the tour. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's going to be a fun year. But no Christmas presents for anyone because I will be broke. Broke is an absolute joke.
Yeah, same here because I'll be buying a new AC. Sorry for all the sweatiness and all that.
We'll be starting the GoFundMe for the studio AC now.
Yep.
And on that note,
check out my pits.
Peace out, guys.
Thank you for watching.